So we know, as I reported, on one of the video 2 days ago, the SEC is reportedly looking into the trades around AMC stock by the CEO and Robinhood president. So I was wondering, by looking and reading the article, can this finally be the bone the SEC needed in order to actually start biting? I mean, guys, so far for the last 9 months, we've heard pretty much nothing from the SEC except we are looking at banning payment for order flow. And I mean, multiple times in my videos, I mentioned that I'm optimistic, but it might be a naive thing, like, some other people may think. But I also know that for fact, it takes years for such a system to be actually unfold. Why? Because we're not fighting a person. I mean, we have the picture of Citadel Securities CEOs, Ken Griffin, but it's really a symbol of a system being used so far by the 1% and the big guys on Wall Street to actually always tend to get their way. But here we have clear knowledge, clear information about this CEO selling AMC stock prior to the day they were removing the buy button is definitely close to what we call insider trading information, and that is illegal, and people are going to jail for multiple years because of that. So the fact that the SEC is actually looking into that trade, and Robinhood, the company, is telling the market or telling themselves or telling to the public that they don't internally think that this is an illegal trade. I mean, it all goes back to the way Citadel has been handling thing about, the court documentation exposing the fact that they were into communication. I mean, how cannot you be communicating with your partner? I mean, the biggest revenue from Robinhood so far has been coming from Citadel. So how in the world are they not communicating? Well, Ken Griffin said through the, a Twitter from the PR last week that they have never communicated. The very fact that they are going so low to address such a rumor, it's ridiculous, and it doesn't look good on the image and on the fact that they definitely had anything to do, and they're hiding something. So I think, yes, the SEC will actually, it gives a bone to the SEC, but I don't expect this to be kind of a game changer in the way that all of a sudden next week we're going to hear something by the SEC telling us that, hey, guys, we're actually banning this, or we're actually, doing this or doing that, because the way the SEC works is it's not as quick. The pace is not as, fast as we want it to be, but I'm definitely assured that the fact that they are looking into this gives them more tools, more weapons to actually work with in order to do what is necessary to be done. Because I mean, it lasted so long. I mean, the only thing pulling this back is just the whole Darpool thing, which I think it's another thing they need to look into, because once this thing gets shut off, I think this thing will, just take off and go to where it's supposed to go. But would that be enough for the SEC to actually do this? I don't think so, because there are multiple catalysts in this play, and the SEC, action is just one of them. So we'll see.